Hey, Edgar from Funneltopia here, and in this video I want to show you quickly how to connect, well, basically how to set up an order bump, right, and how to connect it to a course. And if you saw the previous video, I showed you how to do the same thing, only they receive an email with a digital link download, but in this case we're going to do a course. So there's like several ways to do it, right, with digital products. And we need to do multiple things. We obviously, for this to be even possible, you obviously need to have like some sort of a sales funnel, right? You have a main offer, all that stuff, right? And if you want to deliver this as a course, which in our case will be like a Corgi cookbook and with some resources, additional resources related to that. And the main offer is a Corgi training. Yeah, in this case, obviously we need to have the course set up as well, right? So I'm not going to show you how to set up a course. That's like, I assume if you've reached this point, then you don't need to know how to set up a course. You just need to know how to deliver it. So yeah, obviously we have all that. So we're going to be setting up an offer. We're going to be setting up a product and automation, like all kinds of stuff, right? So I'm going to show you step by step how to do it. So the first thing you want to do now, since we have the course, we want to set up an offer, which means we want to go to memberships and then we want to go to courses offers. We're going to set up an offer for this specific product. We're going to connect it to the membership. Let's create one. Offer title, Corgi Cookbook plus resources. And there we go. The course. This is the course. It says product. This is the course, right? It's kind of if the wording sometimes doesn't make sense. So this is what they get. Type one time 17. This is not necessary. Live create. Simple as that. That's step number one. And here you can make some more edits. Just so you know, there's several other things. This is for like bigger courses, not just for order bumps, but for like high ticket stuff with like live coaching included and all that. You can set a start date, like they can pay today, right? Let's say it's like, I don't know, April 24th, but the course starts on May 1st for everyone at the same time. It's like a big product launch that you're doing for 2 weeks. So you want to have like a start date. So you can set it here, right? You can select the date. And also for how long, like let's say this is a 90-day program, so you can set that up here as well. But in this case, also coupons, in this case, it's not necessary because it's going to be an order bump. There's no coupons for order bumps. It's just a checkbox. This goes for like actual main products on the checkout form, which is a whole different video as well. But yeah, in this case, it doesn't matter. Obviously, we want to have it published. We want to have it in a working condition, description if you need. The rest doesn't matter. So let's click save. Let's go back. And now we want to go to payments. We're going to set up the product that we're going to be connecting to this funnel. Let's go to products. Let's just create a new one. Let's do this. Let's create a product. Corgi Cookbook plus resources. Right, description, media, we can upload a file. In this case, I have it uploaded, but if you don't, upload file here from your computer. Let's just take this. That's going to be the image. There's no product collection in this case. That's more for e-commerce. Additional options. Nope. Amount 17, one time. There's several options. Leave it as is. Membership offer. We're going to have this on, and then we're going to connect it to the actual thing, right? To the offer we created. We're making that connection right now. And let's click save. So now we have the product, we have the offer. Now we're going to go back to the funnel that we're going to be working with. Let's click on sites. Here at the top, we have funnels. Let's find our funnel. So on my list, it's like the newest one. So let's click on it. And here you want to go to products. You want to connect it here first. Then we're going to go to the page editor. Want to add the product that we just created. Let's select it. Here we go. That's the product that we just created. Price. It just gives us one option. That's the only one we created. And the rest, oh, this is vital. Bump product. Make sure that this is set right. It's not, this by default, it's the main product. It should be bump product. So let's do that. Let's click save. And we go back here. You can see it. It's listed. It's labeled as bump. We want to go to overview. Then we want to go edit the page. And in this case, the page itself is like all the copy graphics. It's not all set, just so you're not confused. It's like a completely different thing. Just the form itself is in there. So that's what we're focusing on the actual delivery and functionality of it. And in this case, as you can see on the sales page, you can't find the form. It's not embedded here. What we actually did as one way to do this is when you click on the button, and you scroll down here under all the settings and all that stuff, the things you can edit, the button is linked to a pop-up. So the order form is within the pop-up, and in order to edit the pop-up, it's over here, pop-up settings, and this is the form, right? This is the main product, so we're going to add the order bump or the bump offer. So if you scroll down, it's not here, it's under advanced. Oh, there we go. Under advanced, and if we scroll down, it's always hard to find. There's a lot of stuff. Enable order bump. So we're going to connect it to the product. We just connected to the funnel, to the whole funnel, right? The previous step. Add bump product. Select the product. There we go. Headline. So with this stuff, headline, OTO text. I'm going to put them all, like I have them written down here. I'm going to write everything down, and I'm going to give you like the logic of what I usually do. Basically, I just want to mention the price, that this is urgent, only now you'll get it for this price, here's what you're getting, and basically why now. This is an impulse buy. It needs to be relevant, it needs to be a good product, obviously that goes without saying, but it's like I mentioned in the previous video, this is an impulse buy. It's kind of like you have a full cart at the grocery store, you go to checkout, cashier, you start putting things on the conveyor belt thing, right? And then there's like gum and candy and all that stuff. That's like a 3-second decision, basically. Do I need this? Do I not? I didn't come here for this, but this is like an additional thing that complements whatever I bought here, right? So this is kind of a similar type of logic, and it needs to be really straight to the point, and why now? Basically give them a reason. So let me just quickly put in all the copy, and let's put this in. So it looks something like this. Actually, let me save it now. Oh, this one, enable by default, always have it off. If it's on, then the order bump is already checked, which is not a good thing. You might be tricking some people. They come in for this $97 product and it's automatically checked, so they pay $114 even though they didn't opt in. So I would have it off. Save it. Over here it pops up. You can also add an image. There's an option there if you want. I usually do without, but you can add an image if you want. So over here, this is the first one, the first field we filled out, and basically you want to be outright just kind of tell them, hey, what is this? Just so they know up front, like is this even something remotely close to what I need? So in this case, it's like recipes and health hacks and stuff like that. So it might be kind of closely related to a dog training course, right? The 4-week challenge. So it's here they can kind of establish, oh, it's kind of a relevant thing. And here you mentioned the price, and I mentioned what's in it, and yeah, 70% off just now, no other time, only now you'll be able to get it for this price. And the last thing I usually do, because not everyone knows what an order bump is, maybe some people don't shop online as much or whatever, or see these types of things. The last one is usually, I re-emphasize what they need to do in order to get this thing. So in this case, it's just I tell them to tick the box. So once they tick the box, it gets added to their overall order, basically, right? So this is kind of a good call to action, specific, straight to the point, what they need to do, instead of just like, hey, buy now, or not say anything at all. So make sure to include this. But yeah, straight to the point, what's the benefit, what's in it for me, what's in there, and they're going to get it instantly, right? So let's do that. Let's publish it. And now I think I set everything up and everything was set up correctly. Yeah, let's just go back. Let's test it out. That's the only way to see whether I did everything right. So let's click back. And now we want to put the funnel in a test mode so we can do a test purchase. Okay, now we're back at the funnel overview. Let's go to settings. And here, if we scroll down, payment mode, we want to put it to test. We test it out. If everything works, we put it back to live. So now it's going to be tests. Remember to save it. And now we're going to open the page and go test it out and see whether it got delivered and whether we got access to the thing. So here, landing page, it should say sales page really. Let's click here, view page. So there's the button is behind my face. Let's click on it. I'm just going to quickly fill it out. So here you see the outline. It's only 97. If they click this, then it gets added to their order, right? You're going to see that on the thank you page as well. There's going to be like a list of what they have purchased in case there's more like upsells, downsells, all that stuff. So since this is a test purchase, we can do this. This is a valid card under a test purchase. All right, all this. I don't think these two matter as much, but this one, yeah, do this. Okay, let's complete the order. Let's check it out. It might take a couple seconds, might take a little bit more for it to process. And then we can go check email, see whether we got the receipt, whether we got access to a course and all that stuff, right? So let's click this off. And here you can see this is a typical simple confirmation page. Congrats. Set the expectation that, if in case there's a hiccup, don't panic, 5-10 minutes, but always give them an email where to reach out in case maybe one of the reasons, a classic one, not way too often, but it happens. People put in the wrong email during checkout. Instead of .com, it says .con, and they don't receive anything. They think that they've been scammed, right? They paid and they didn't receive anything. So they reach out, right? It's good to have this. Otherwise, it's just they can't, they're like lost at this point. Like, what do I do now? So it's good to have the information. Now you can go quickly fix it. And this is like the element. I don't remember the exact name, but yeah, it's in the other video that talks about the confirmation page, the thank you page. This is like just a simple element that in the end it automatically autofills. It just outlines whatever has been bought just now. So we want to go to email. We want to check it out. We want to see whether the stuff that we just ordered got delivered. Okay, now I'm checking 15 seconds later, and looks like we have, this is an automated receipt generated by Funneltopia, and this new offer access granted. Congratulations, you got the thing. Here you go, log in here. So that's it. We got simple access. Just to recap, we created an offer, created a product, connected it to the funnel, set it up within the page, right? And then I guess the last thing we want to do is we want to go back and we want to go to settings and we want to set it in live mode. Oh, let's move my face. Let's set it up here and make sure to save it, just so other people can't just put in the fake credit card information and get it for free, right? Because now I didn't pay anything because it was in test mode. So there's quite a few steps, just like in the previous order bump video I showed. There's quite a few steps, but if you do it in this order, it should be fine, but make sure to test it out. And if still something doesn't make sense or didn't get delivered or whatever, you can click on here at the bottom, 24/7 chat support, reach out to us. The first 1 or 2 times there might be some hiccups. It just doesn't make sense. There's like a lot of steps and all that stuff. But once you do it a few times, it will make sense. But if something doesn't go through, if you get stuck, 24/7 chat support. If you're a VIP client, there's going to be like an extra option here to set up a whole call if there's more than like 1 or 2 questions. So that's another option as well for VIP clients. But yeah, chat support, that's always a good option. We'll make sure to respond as quickly as possible if you have any questions. But if you don't, then I'll see you in the next video. Bye.